Hello? Hello? Is this thing on, fellas? There ain't no one here right now. That's cool. We're coolin'. Alright, alright. I am over an hour late, but I am here. Nova got me. He made me late. Nah, I ain't gonna make no excuses. Is the music too loud? Am I too loud? Let me know if there's a problem, fellas. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Meow. Hempus? Hemp? You're pretty cool. Bussin' gummies. Morgan. What the fuck going on, Morgan? Levels are good here. Sounds good, fella. Okay, yeah, so for members, I have there should be like emojis that you can use or like pictures of Nova and shit that are pretty funny. If they're working right. I think I got it working. What's going on, BXRTG, my fella? We should get rid of Nova as a group. What does that mean? The server. Okay, so that's something I've just figured out. I can technically see when the members use the oh, this is a little loud for me. Hold on. I can technically see when you use the pictures, but on StreamYard, it doesn't show the actual pictures. It shows like the name of them. That's lame. I'm gonna have to figure out something about that. What are we gonna do in this live stream? What is it covering? Oh, the name of it, the former friend interview. We watched half of it in the last one, or the first 51 minutes actually, in a over 2 hour long live stream. So I was yapping. But yeah, we're watching as much of that as we can later once we get some people in here. Yeah, StreamYard is weird with YouTube emojis. Yeah, and StreamYard is the only one I've actually tried so far. I'm not hip to the whole streaming thing. Oh, okay, you missed it. It's still up on the channel. Actually, I left it. It's in the live stream tab. I saw the Nova Hub video. Why? Why'd you look it up? I seen it too, fella. I wanted to squeeze wrist after that shit. Everyone's saying that. I saw it. No. Okay, no more admitting to seeing it. For anyone else in chat. Taking a break from South Park to blow my shit clean off. Yeah, I don't blame you. Hottie Angel 99, what's going on? Yeah, I'm wanting to be live a lot more often if I can. Here come the contractions. What did that mean? Why did he say here come the contractions? What's he talking about? Maybe he is Neptunic. He is part female. Someone posted it maliciously. That's what I believe. Yeah, I don't believe he did it. I think he sent that video to like some troll, and then they ended up coming through and making that whole account. But like, it's an active account. I seen someone posting like the videos watched keeps going up per day or something like that on their account, which is pretty interesting. Nova is definitely intersex. He is both. Count for us, Uncle Drew. I can't do that. You got me dead. You got me dead. What do I do in this situation, chat? No, I can't. Stop, Uncle Drew Chomo. What does that mean? Stop, Uncle Drew Chomo. Should I put that on screen? What does this mean, chat? I'm not gonna meow. I'm ignoring your chat. That's the closest you're getting is me reading the word meow. Chomova needs to get off. Get off, pal. Off the internet. I apologize for. Okay, listen. I apologize, brother. If what I did was not to your liking, refund that shit, and I will not have a problem with it. I'll leave you up on screen for being such a generous soul. I can't fall victim to the trap. My dog is watching the stream with me. I hope he didn't bark at me. Someone clip it. Got hit by a truck on my bike on my way home from work and broke my leg. Is this real? I hope you're not trolling. I mean, I believe you if you're saying it's real. I have x-rays. That's pretty dope. Well, there's 42 y'all in here. Are y'all ready to continue on with this interview, the Bloodspeth interview? Broke my femur, fibula, tibia, clavicle. Good lord. Feel bad. Game just started. I still need to snow blow. Yeah, it's cold some places. 18 inches overnight. Damn, I'm not trying to dox you, but what kind of area gets 18 inches overnight in March? That's crazy. Canada. Like Novus had contractions. Makes me think he probably has male pregnancy fetish too. I'm correct. I don't like reading things like that. No, I agree with you though, totally. Music has my ass moving. Same, dude. What? You read my mind. Alright. Said it was either gonna die or have my shit amputated. Like, hell no. I kept my life with you. Titanium rods. Shit, you're like Terminator. Nova wants to be pregnant. I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, good night, fella. Alright, let's get into the let's get into it, I suppose.
Split the check and he won't tell us the price.
Oh.
And they're like, oh, what's the name? And of course it was under Nova Online. It wasn't even under which is a little funny. Because we said his legal name first, and he was like, we don't have any orders for that. And then he's like, is it under Nova? He's like, oh, there it is. And so we saw he ordered like $40 worth of food. And then shortly after that, he ended up sending the actual like DoorDash receipt, which I think you have if you want to pull it up.
I don't have it like at this moment, but I saw something about, multiple entrees is what he got. as for one order, right?
Let me see if I can find it.
I'm sure I'll for sure pull it up. In the meantime, I'm just gonna go over my super chats, and some people have questions.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. So thank you for the 2, Dr. Naborius. How did that make you feel, therapy? Thank you very much. Thank you for the 5, Cookie of Cream. How good was Nova at remembering things? He has yet to update his YouTube bio to his actual page.
How good is he at I don't know. There are some things I would bring up that he would like not like, for example, the Pound Town. Like I've told him so many times, like, dude, you can't, like, out of all the people to decide, like, oh, when I ban people, I'll say Pound Town. Like, you're the last person who should say that. Like, somebody who like already has all these like freako allegations against yourself. Like, you have a lot of minors in your chat, obviously, and now every time you ban someone, which is like probably more times than not, it's a minor. Like, you're gonna say you're sending them to Pound Town. Like, stop doing that. And I remember he didn't change it for like a week or 2, and then randomly.
Okay, hold up, chat. I didn't think about that. Where most of his fans or the people trolling him are probably minors, and he is saying he's going to send all these people to Pound Town. That is an interesting take on things. I've never thought about it that way.
On one stream, he's like, my friend told me to stop saying that, so I'm not calling it that anymore. So like, he obviously has like some sort of relatively effective memory, but I mean, but then again, he's also saying Pound Town again. So I think it's just something that everyone needs to decide. Like, does he just is this an intelligence issue, or is it really just he doesn't care and he's manipulating people? I don't know if it's easy to determine.
I get that. Let's see. And thank you for the 2, Pyro. Does Gabriel have a cigarette mom? I don't know if you're comfortable talking about
cigarette mom.
I never saw her smoke. I never smelled cigarettes.
So no, his ceiling would be yellow. It wouldn't be white.
5 Smith.
That's the only clean part of his house.
Has been a question for a while, just because we haven't heard from her. But do you know the current state of Nova's mother?
I am
QVAZ, what's up? How do I say your name? Mother. Was that right? Is it like
currently? I mean, like, is she
what's
okay
going on,
as far as you know?
So the last things, and again, the last things I don't want to. So yeah, I don't really want to divulge a bunch of like medical information, obviously, especially about someone who's just kind of been dragged into this whole thing.
Yeah,
I would say
specifics.
I will say that I've had a lot of conversations with Nova about what happens if this is going to sound worse than it actually is, but what happens when she's gone, you know?
Damn.
Yeah.
Nova don't think about shit like that, does he?
I would say most
people, I wish I could see the pictures. I'm on StreamYard. It don't work right. I just figured that out since they're new.
In terms of like health.
No, I get that.
I'm gonna have to figure something out.
What would you say? Is she
alive? I think she's alive. I don't know.
Okay. Because just haven't heard from her in a while. Some people are curious. I do hope she's okay. And Best Soup, thank you for the 5. Just joined. Does his friend know about the age play? Oh, yeah, they kind of corrected themselves right after. Said I should have waited a second. And then thank you for the other 5. Soup. Okay, is the Nova X Tofia ship called Tova or something? You know, that actually brings up a good question. Has he ever talked about Tofia Chu, if you know who she is?
Yeah, I mean, usually I don't think I've ever heard him bring somebody up in a positive light. It's usually him, when he brings up people like that, he does it in an attempt to like compare himself to them, to like raise himself up, which I usually shut that down. I'm like, dude, like, out of all the people, like, cool, you can maybe justify like you're a little better than Tofia. A lot of people would disagree with that, but like maybe you can, like, that's not the bar. Like, the bar isn't like I'm not Tofia. Like, that's what you need to achieve to be happy in life.
So this is what he does. He compares himself to Tofia and like Andy Ditch and shit. I'm sure he probably doesn't like comparing himself to Andy Ditch because of all the diaper things going on with that bullshit. But he's comparing himself to Tofia. Like that's gonna do anything. She's literally homeless. She's fucking homeless. Why is he comparing himself to a homeless person and saying, "Oh, I'm better than them"? Like the point has been defeated.
If you just need to not be a Tofia.
Mm-hmm. And didn't have much of a response to that, I reckon.
No, yeah, that's a pretty big trend when you say things like that. He just is like, okay.
Just acknowledges it and doesn't respond. Okay.
Moves on. Yep.
I see. And did you get those screenshots, or the one with the DoorDash specifically?
I think I
Nova
sent it.
don't
Hold on, let
fake.
me- I can't find it in my files, but I know
That
I
is
sent it to
right.
you on the
Mhm.
other thing. So let me.
We can look through it if we do end up going through those texts between you two, and those are a whole other can of worms. But thank you, Uncle Drew. I appreciate your message. Thank you, Nicole, as well, for the 5 and for your message.
Holy
Yo.
shit. Okay, so that's pretty cool that we went across that, because I forgot. I think I sent him like $1 or something like that, but I don't know. I was being cheap, so I didn't send him a shit ton of money. But I forgot that I did that. That was me. That that's pretty cool.
Greatly appreciated. And back onto the interview. The other issue that you brought up, well, with me at least, was in regards to Nova's brother, quote unquote, and some stuff about the hospital and whatnot.
I don't know
Do you want
why the mic has
that
been
was
banged
probably
around. That's not me.
That was probably the biggest like rift in our friendship throughout the entire thing, just because of I don't know how weird it was, how irritating it was. But yeah, so basically Christmas Day, I think like 4 or 5 p.m. Like
Oh my god, what is that?
Playing games
What
in our
was
little
that?
Discord server.
I wish
and
I
he
could go
comes
back
in
like 2
and he
seconds for that.
says something to the effect of, "Well, this Christmas is ruined." And you know, obviously we're all like, "What do you mean? What's going on?" And he says like, "My brother's in the hospital, an artery in his heart ruptured." And I'm like, "Oh my fucking god! Like Jesus Christ! Like
I talked about this brother.
That's terrible. Like, is he gonna live? Like, is he stable?
What are those
like,
shoes?
what's going on? Is he in surgery?
What are those?
And he says something like, I don't know. I'm trying to text him. And I said, "Are you gonna go down and see him? Where does he live?" And he told me it was like somewhere in California.
Thanks,
And
King
then
Okra.
the thing that tripped me up immediately is I was like, "So are you like looking at flights?" And he's like, "No, I don't have a star card." And yeah, I'm not gonna go see him. And I was like, what the fuck? Like your brother had his heart effectively rupture and you're not gonna like see him because like this minor inconvenience. Like you'd have to either get a star card or like do the pre-screening to fly. Like that's insane.
He couldn't do
That's
it.
when it started to not really make sense.
Not
and
for
then,
his fake brother.
Throughout the day I started
had
asking
a fucking his brother. I talked about this in one of my videos. His brother that supposedly had an artery in his heart rupture. I don't know. I want to do the research and see like what are the chances that you're just like okay after that. Definitely not like 2 or 3 days later like he's about to say. So fuck, I don't know. Yeah, the QVAZ, that's a pretty dope story for your name. On God, that's a pretty dope story. You know what I mean? That's like some shit that like the Xbox 360 names, like that's the lore that they get into. You know what I mean? All right, let's
questions.
get into it.
And it got really weird when he started giving us more information. And I was like, how are you getting all this? Like, how are you hearing about all this if your brother is in like, because he also said he was in a coma. I was like, how are you getting all this info if your brother's in a coma? And he told me the doctor has his phone and has been texting me. And I was like,
my goodness,
dude, what? And I remember I was like, wait a minute. And I remember scrolling back up in the Discord to like see when he first started talking about like specific info. And it was like 2.5 hours. And so I'm like, dude, you think the doctor just has your brother's phone and has just been like hanging out, texting you on it for 2.5 hours? Like,
Morgan, you're probably not crazy. I think my desk is squeaking around.
Like, there's no like in some universe where that's real, like that doctor
might be my chair. Actually, like, you're hearing.
They're not going to be a doctor for very much longer if they're just stealing patients' phones, cracking their password, and texting their fucking friend or brother. And then shortly after that, because I started prying once I realized how like none of this made sense. And again, I'm like a super big honesty guy. So then I started wondering, like, is Nova lying to me? Is this guy lying to Nova? And once I started prying more, he said, I need to tell you something. And I said, what? And he said, he's not actually my brother. He's just a really good friend.
Oh, there it is. He's not actually his brother. What's chat have to say about this? Let's see. My brother has a heart condition. If an artery in your heart ruptures, you're dead. No revives, no passing, no collecting 200, just dead. Yeah, I'd say so. Like, I don't know what else would happen if you, right? Moldy food and shit in the boxes. There's definitely moldy food all over his house. It's a wasteland in there.
So then I said, well, how long have you known him? And he said, 2 years.
Wow.
So, and then it was like the next day or 2 days later, I was like, oh, how's your brother? And he's like, oh, he's out of the hospital, back at work. And I'm like, dude, you're not going to have an artery in your heart rupture and then just be back at work like 2 days later. Like, he should be like asleep in the hospital for like weeks. Like, and then that was at the point where it became pretty clear, probably to him, that I like didn't buy it, and I was getting frustrated with the lies. And so at that point, I kind of pivoted, and I started saying, like, I think it's always good to, if you want the truth out of someone, you have to paint them in a positive light, so they have like a desire to like be truthful with you. And so I just kind of talking to him under the assumption that like, oh, this guy is lying to you, even though I knew that there's a really good chance it was, Nova lying to me. It's like, oh, this guy's lying to you. You can't be friends with him if he's saying all this stuff. Like, he's lying about like basically borderline dying. Like, do you not see that as serious? Like how serious it is for, to fake like a major procedure like that. Like, and then I started saying, like, what if like other people found out that you're like talking to somebody who is, lying about like major medical procedures like this? Like, that's not going to be a good look. Like, especially if you're trying to get sympathy from people for it. And that was like the biggest example of him like
my fault
saying something and then not talking for a week. He'd like post something in the Discord, and then I'd be like, so what's up with your brother? And then he would like go away for a week and then come back and post like a paracord bracelet he made and be like, what's going on with that
taking a break from South Park right now to do this stream, fellas.
Then he'd leave, and after like a month, I forget what came up, but something else came up that was like interesting. So I was like, you know what, I'll just drop it.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, we talk about it in that last phone call, and he still never addressed it. He never explains.
No, he stayed silent most of the time when you addressed him.
He bought a scythe. He did buy a scythe.
So
okay. The part of the reason it's hard to believe he did buy a scythe though is because I feel like he would be like taking pictures or like videos. He'd do like the Revenge Arc video, and he'd be holding the scythe. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what he'd be doing, but I don't know. They had Grim Reaper style type shit. Yeah. Stopped the season 2 of South Park and had to rewatch. That's not necessarily what we're talking about, but yeah, that's pretty cool.
Really getting the explanation.
Does this guy know about Nova's girlfriends? Did Nova ever bring them up? So for the majority of the time I knew Nova. He mentioned him being in like a semi-polyamorous relationship with like, I think one of the people was trans and lived in like Montana or South Dakota, and another one lived in like California. But then like later he mentioned him like only having one partner, but he never explained, like he never even acknowledged the fact that he like just stopped talking about like one of his theoretical partners. So that's about the extent I know about them. I know that like one was potentially trans. He told me a little bit about like the career field of the other partner, but outside of that, that's
polyamorous, trans, girlfriend, long distance. He'd never met in real life. Interesting.
No, and honestly, I think a lot of the time he used it as a crutch because people would bring up like, "Ooh, like look at this weird thing Nova did," and he would be like, "I have a girlfriend," or "I have a whatever," and it's a pretty
Bro, don't wash his hair because he's balding. I think his hair is rotting out, not necessarily balding, but just like his head is rotting.
We talked about this friend of his that he's apparently known for 2 years. calls him his brother. He's a whole other story, but
The brother
I did want to
lore.
mention or ask you about that one guy from Hawaii who you said regularly buys
Yeah,
Nova
man.
stuff, sends him gifts, and kind of looks up to him in a way. Could you tell us about that?
Yeah, I'll call him Hawaii for the sake of this conversation.
Hawaii.
But yeah, so I was I like noticed Nova
Yeah,
wasn't
that
like
shit
being
is
active in the
weird, dude.
Discord for a while, so I kind of assumed like he was like talking to other people, whatever. So I like started messaging him privately, like, "Hey, what's up? Like, what have you been up to?" Or or maybe it was like he got a gift. He said like a fan sent him a gift, and I asked him about it. I can't recall exactly, but that's when he explained like, "Oh yeah, I've been talking to Hawaii, this new guy, for like a couple of weeks. Like, he's been sending me this stuff. Like, we've been talking in Discord," and I was immediately concerned, just because like, oh, I hope this isn't someone like just trying to get like in with Gabriel to like fuck his life up. Which I mean, sure enough, that happened, kind of, like a few months later. But so then I said like, oh well, hey, if you guys are like talking all the time, like let's just get in a group call, just us three, and I'll like talk to him, and if he's cool, I'll just add him to the server. And so I had like a I don't know, 10-15 minute conversation with him, and he's like a pretty alright guy, seems pretty normal, but yeah, he definitely
it's like some Jupiter shit.
definitely
The brotherly
seems,
fold.
I don't know him super well,
You
so I don't
ain't
want
brotherly
so take everything I'm
fold.
saying with a grain of salt, but from my perspective, it seems like he kind of idolizes Nova a little bit based on the things he said. And then of course it appears that he continued to buy him gifts. They continued to talk, but
What kind of gifts did he get for Nova?
so I think he bought him for sure Pokemon cards. I'm like pretty sure the like Hawaiian gummies that he got a while ago were from him. I'm pretty
He
sure the
couldn't
like
have afforded
carbonated
all that
circle
shit.
bottle is from him, but that one I'm not sure about. But I think it's
Nah, he definitely
fair
bought all the
to assume that a lot of the little
Definitely.
gifts he was saying were being sent by fans in that period were from him. But I don't know specifically for most of those, just a few.
And as far as
It
you know, are they
definitely could
still
be.
in contact?
You're totally right. It could be
I would
Corpus
assume so.
Christi.
When all that stuff came out like 2 weeks ago, just out of respect, I messaged Hawaii, and I'll just read it. I said, "Hey man, I decided to remove you and Nova from the server due to all this stuff that came up with him. I'm not saying you did anything wrong, but I can't justify associating with either of you, especially with all the other people in the server who aren't even aware of who Nova is. No hard feelings on my end. Thanks for hanging out with us in there." And yeah, so that was the last time I talked to him.
Okay.
But since then, I don't recall, but Hawaii was in the not good server, right?
Oh no,
I
she's
don't
still.
I don't even know his
verified that.
username or anything. So I mean,
Oh, maybe
most
not.
likely, but I wouldn't know. If you want to send me his
Okay,
username or his profile, I can double check. But I would definitely assume he was in Nova's Discord server.
Those gifts were from him for sure.
And on to our next topic. We talked about this a bit before, and it's in regards to his
What the fuck is he
income,
doing?
how he supports himself, quote unquote. I mean, of course, he just wastes all the money he gets. But do you know what his main income sources are? I would assume it's Cameo. Does he make money, a decent amount of money off of TikTok or YouTube or anything else?
The only time I've heard him mention income has been Cameo, so I don't really know if he's getting any or what amount of money from TikTok or YouTube. I would imagine it's not a lot, just because most of his videos
He could probably make thousands off Cameo if he.
That was also a point of contention, just because like
I know it.
You have this person who like is publicly complaining about like money problems. He's like publicly talking about like how
Chad,
there are disagreements with him and his mother over finances because his mother believes he like isn't contributing enough. Like he's posting all this online, and while he's doing this, he
if
also
we get
has
to
his
100 concurrent viewers, we'll watch the
so,
South Park video on stream.
These things that he's saying are gonna, be factors in terms of people who like may be willing to like purchase like a Cameo or a bracelet, and that really bothered me just because it's like you're complaining about money issues, and then you have 100 something cameos and backlogs. Like you have people in your TikTok comments who have paid for cameos, and you're just not doing them. So it's just that was something I would bring up to him a lot.
Mhm.
But again,
No, I would let my chick
and
clean
that was
off
another thing.
my
I'd be like, dude, how many
shoulders.
cameos do you do today? Like, how many cameos do you do today?
Damn.
Like every time you
I
would tell
don't
me he
wanna
had
do
this
all
large
that
backlog, I
shit.
try to like message him every day or two about it to make sure he's like knocking them out. But I don't think he ever really adjusted that.
Mhm.
I would not be surprised if he's still like just letting cameos expire.
I mean, it's what 30, 40 seconds per cameo. That's a lot of money to just let expire. 30, 40 seconds, you get 20 something dollars. That's insane. And he just
No,
he
yeah, and
consistently
there
I
let
appreciate
it
the like,
expire.
fella.
are times
I
where
don't know if you can hype
I
live
think he was
stream.
complaining about
I
like
think
very
it's just
specific
videos.
sums of money he needed,
know.
like publicly. Like, oh, I
Mhm.
need like $700 for this, or like this many dollars for this, and it's like, dude, you have it is right
Maybe
there. It's
that
just
was a
sitting there.
cameo.
Mhm.
But so like, what are you doing? Like, oh, I want money, but I don't want to do like anything for it.
Did he actually say
I
that?
don't, no, of course not.
Okay. Okay. Did he say anything about that question in particular?
No, he never really explained. I mean, it would always just hit me with like, oh, I've been just so busy.
Mhm.
And to that, I would always say, busy with what? Like,
He's the
literally, what
busiest
have you
man
been doing?
alive.
And it'd always be like, oh, I've been cleaning this week,
Micro cameo,
Wow.
definitely.
or something to that
He had to
effect.
zoom
Which
in.
again is obviously a lie.
Of course, of course. And you mentioned Nova complained about getting in an argument with his mom about whatever. Do they argue a lot from your knowledge? I'm sure he complains about it a lot to you.
They definitely. I don't know if they argue, but there's definitely a lot of disagreements they have where like consequences are hung over his head. But
Like a little
at the same
kid.
time, it's like, dude, you're I don't like to say it, but you're like freeloading off your mom effectively. Like a normal, healthy 21-year-old adult would be, disgusted by the idea.
Mhm.
But like, nope. It's for him. It's just like an expectation of how his life should work. So it's just like, this is how it should go. Anything I'm asked to do past that is like a hindrance. It's unfair.
Mhm.
It's like my mom wants me to contribute rent to like the house that I've lived in as an adult for the past 3 years. Like, this sucks. And again, like I would explain to him like, that's just how it goes.
He's 22, right? He's 22, and he doesn't want to do anything. He just wants to live with his mom rent free, just make videos all day. He doesn't even he really could make so much money off the cameos, and he just doesn't. He's too lazy to. Like, I think he said it, or he maybe already said it, I missed it. He probably has thousands of dollars racked up in the cameos, just waiting for him to do them. And he could pay all the bills. He could fucking pay someone to clean his whole house if he really tried to. You know what I mean? He'd pay someone to fucking give him a bath, because look at the video on screen. His hair looks like it looks wet, but that's just grease. I guarantee it. That's before the shower ever started. Terrible.
Goes like, just buck up, like make the cameos. It's not that bad. And I'd always reiterate, like, do you know how fucking lucky you are? Where like all you have to do to get $2,000 is like read a couple of sentences and like make a video in bed. Like that's insane. That's extremely fortunate.
Stars are real for
Mhm.
me. For real, dude.
It's one of the things he takes for
From
granted.
watching the South Park video, I suppose.
I never mentioned this to you. I'm assuming you don't know, but there was an argument between him and his mom where he like punched holes into his door.
They
It was
have
either his
to
door
know
or
at
his
least
wall.
about Nova
But
now.
yeah, like mid argument, he punched holes into
Like,
the
they
home.
know about it.
Has he ever told you about that? Do you know anything about it?
No, I've never heard anything like that.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just
No,
it's
of course.
never been brought up. I never thought to ask. That seems. I will say that like that seems like something Nova might say. Like he tapped the wall with his fist. I think another good thing to bring up here is the wrist squeeze incident.
The wrist squeeze.
I think it's another good example of like how his brain maybe functions, but like most adults can recognize. Let me say this. So the first time I came to Nova's to help him with his yard, we go in the back and there's a paracord hanging from a tree with like a loop at the end.
Oh my god.
Wrist size. I didn't know about the wrist squeezing incident. I had no idea. And so I'm like cleaning up all the trash from his backyard because he just like, when he does those food reviews in his backyard, he just like pushes it off his glass table and just like throws it in the weeds. So I was like cleaning all the trash up and I'm like, what's up with this like paracord just like hanging from this tree right here? And I should also mention the branch was like maybe 6 feet high. And the string, like
the wrist
the
squeeze,
loop where it's funny.
So he's sitting down and he has his wrist up in the air, squeezing it with a paracord. It wasn't. I always thought it was he was squeezing his wrist with his other hand. You know what I mean? But no, it was apparently with the paracord, and that was some kind of an attempt for Nova. I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was attempting to like climb the tree. You know, that would be the best way to look at it, I suppose, for YouTube.
It is funny from an objective standpoint, but I should also say like it's not funny. Suicide is never funny.
No, of course not. But him making
I just don't. No. I just want to make sure I cover my bases.
Yes, of course. Glad you did.
But yeah, but in the loop, the paracord loop was maybe like 3 or 4 feet off the ground. So I was like, "What is this?" And he's like, "Oh, that's from a really dark time in my life," or he said something to that effect. And I'm like, what do you mean? Because it's like, it's not a noose. Like everyone knows what a noose looks like. That's not what this is. And he's like, and then he explains like, oh, I tried to like, end it. And I was like, how? Because I was like looking at it, I'm like, how? Like, what is I understand what you're saying. I understand what I'm looking at. I don't see how they connect.
God.
And he's like, from squeezing my wrist. And so
from squeezing my wrist. That's how I did it, guys. Is that even a way that, like, physically capably, is that a thing you can do? I don't think it is. Well, maybe with like a hydraulic press or some shit, but not like your hand. Like what? Or a string, a paracord, a little paracord. That's not gonna do it.
I'm like thinking.
Sorry, go.
I'm like, okay, so it's tied to a tree, which makes me think he was like hanging from the tree, but the loop's only like 3.5 feet, 4 feet off the ground, so he's probably seated on the ground. So he's probably just like sitting on his butt on the ground with his wrist in the air, like just like really tight.
Oh my!
And so I can't recall if I told him then. I'm like, I don't think that can do that. I don't think that works like that.
Oh my!
Which so the question is, did he?
No way. Okay, Chin Universe researched it, and it is impossible to unalive yourself by squeezing your wrist. Well, there you have it. I believe Chin Universe. I do believe it. Yeah, end it with paracords. Like, really? Yeah, dude. I don't even know what he was thinking. Trying to. I mean, I don't know what to even say about that shit. You know what I mean?
Know that. The question is, was this all an act for himself? Like. Again, there's only 2 options. Either he's like so unintelligent, he legitimately thinks that could have ended it, or he just wanted to say like, oh, I like attempted, and then like he could then in the future use that to like, empathize with himself or like get empathy from other people.
Oh
and
my God.
A follow-up question to that is, how long was he sitting on the ground before he was like, I'm gonna make a change? And like,
oh my God. So
I mean, my assumption is some part of him understood that like that's not gonna do anything, but he just wanted to be able to say like, oh, like I tried this. I'm a warrior. I fought through it.
So
Which, that's all assumption. I don't actually know his thought process going into that event, but those are just based on everything I saw and the absurdity of it. That's just what I'm assuming, is that some part of him knew like this isn't doing anything, but
that's all right if you're late. I was late by like over an hour,
I beat this.
That's all right. No big deal, fellas.
So as far as like from everything you saw, if you had to paint a picture of what occurred, you'd say that Nova sat in a chair with his.
I think he sat on the. ground probably, but maybe a chair. If it was a chair, that's probably worse because that would mean his wrist is at like chest level.
Okay, so he sat down and like put his hand through the loop and just kind of sat with it until he decided to get up. Is that?
Well, like it's either that or he was like holding him, or he was like on the ground and like
Slime bones.
hold it, like trying to lift
Thank
himself
you
up
for the
by his
$1,
wrist with the
brother. I
cord.
appreciate
Or
it.
maybe he was like
How are you doing tonight?
doing like a lat exercise, like trying to like put as much.
What do you think about Nova squeezing his wrist with a paracord tied to a tree, like hanging his wrist from a tree like a dog, tied up out in the rain, out in the weather overnight? You're being sent to Pound Town right away. Right away.
Pressure on his wrist.
Okay.
Like it really doesn't make any sense. If you're trying to like maximize the pressure on your like the arteries in your wrist, like that's what you'd probably do. Yeah. Because like if you're hanging by your wrist, like all the force is going to be going like up your hand. It's not going to be applied to your actual like artery. So it's either like he just tied it to the tree for fun, and he just tied it to his wrist really tight, or he was like in some form hanging from his wrist while like sitting on the ground.
You just can't make this up, dude. And you said it was what, only 3-4 feet off of the
Hold up, I got you. Lame, I had a message in that super chat in before JC drops a bag again. Yeah, before JC drops a bag again, I don't know if JC's pulling up, but I hope he don't for his own sake. He needs to stop giving me money. That's crazy. He was going crazy the other night, yesterday. Like insane. But nah, I got you. I don't know why the message didn't come through. It just said $1. I don't know what's up with that. I don't think I have it turned to any like settings. You should be able to say anything for any amount of money. I'm not sure though. I'll leave you up on screen though. I'll treat that as it. Imagine Pound Town is like one Ghetto City and SpongeBob Cold Rock Bottom. Yeah, I'm imagining like those Roblox servers. You know what I mean? Where it's like, supposed to be the ghetto, and you like go to the store and buy guns and shit. I don't know what it is. Noah will be sent to Pound Town when the prison arc starts. Yeah, Big Bubba's gonna send him to Pound Town. Here's a question: does Nova ever go to Pound Town? Because if he does, then I guess he don't mind being sent there. He probably goes there all the time. That's where he sends all the minors. All the minors that watch his videos. He said, "This is only 18 plus." Just a semicircle of torn up dirt in a field, 3 feet of weeds, tipped over water dish, and dilapidated doghouse. Doorway too small. He couldn't even fit inside. Hey, no problem, man. Slimebone, shout out again, brother. Yeah, then Pound Town will be a whole other meaning for Nova once he's in the clinker. Yeah, for real, dude. Bubble Bass wasn't hanging down in Pound Town. Oh, no, and it was a paracord bracelet. Whatever. Maybe that's why he's not doing it. Yeah, he has PTSD. He's got the PTSD from the paracords. Oh, God.
From the ground, the noose.
It wasn't a noose. It was just a regular knot. It was just a regular loop. But yeah.
Okay.
Bovine Universe, what's going on? Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Last live was fire. Hell yeah, it was. This one's gonna be fire as well, bro. You already know it. We're continuing on from where we left off. So yeah. How much am I late? You're probably about like, 30 minutes late or so. Maybe 25 minutes late. We didn't start this video right away. You know what I mean? We were at 51 minutes before we actually started the video, so you didn't miss a whole lot of it. You just missed me yapping, I guess.
It was the branch, if I remember right, was like 6 feet off the ground, and the paracord was like 3 feet down. So like, yeah, it would have. Okay. It was at like chest height or lower on me, like the actual loop where his wrist was.
Oh my goodness! So he's what, 5'8"? That means that it would be like at his chest, maybe the loop if he's standing up. Is that accurate? Would you say?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't ask. Maybe I should have, just out of curiosity, asked like reenact it. It just probably seemed a little inappropriate at the time.
No, that would be
Okay,
yeah,
so
inappropriate.
I see the
Jeez, to say the
emojis and
least.
shit that you're using.
You
Dude,
can't make
I
this up,
can't,
dude. That's
but
fucking hilarious.
if you guys can see that, see it and enjoy it, that's all that matters, really. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can't see them, but I hope they're doing good. I hope they're doing good.
But I remember I asked after that, I'm like, okay, why is it still up? Like, why are you leaving it here? Like, again, it's just like, dude, if you're trying, like, life isn't easy, but it is simple. Okay. And so, like, if you're keeping a reminder in your backyard of the one time you were allegedly super.
Okay. I just looked on my phone on the YouTube chat, and this shit is fire. I love all the all the pictures. I got like the disgusting Nova, the one him sending the two double birds, the worst camera angle of him ever. I don't think that image is edited at all. I could be wrong, but I didn't do it if it was. I'm pretty sure that's just a normal fucking picture from one of his lives or something. It's one of the early ones. I know that. Yeah, Big Around. I couldn't name it Big Around because I think YouTube would thought it was bullying, but I named it Around.
Super sad, so sad you wanted to end it. Like, that's not going to be productive for your
Read
life
my
moving
weight,
forward to like look
for
at that
real.
every day.
Mm-hmm.
He's
My
emoting.
goodness.
I'm glad you like the emotes, dude. I was gonna make a community post. I probably still will, but yeah, dude, it's pretty dope. I enjoy them too. They're pretty cool.
Just wow.
I'm glad
And
y'all like it.
with that specifically, has he ever kind of talked about ending it, quote unquote? Of course, he never tried to. Has he ever talked about it with you? Any other attempts, quote unquote, use it for sympathy, maybe?
No, and based on how he talked about that event, I think he would have brought it up because I think the 2-year anniversary just of that event came up like a couple of months ago.
Yep,
And
February 14th.
he made everyone pretty aware. So I think if there was another attempt, he would have told a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, so the only other attempt, as far as you know, or baiting, whatever, would be after the call where you severed ties with him, and he uploaded that on his community post tab.
Yeah, that was the only other time I've seen him mention. I mean, he's made comments like.
Okay, did you miss anything? Stream didn't give you a notification. Did anyone else get a notification say that I was live? I might not have that turned on. I'm just wondering for anybody because that would help. That'd help the stream a little bit. You know what I mean? Let me know if anyone like was notified or just just joined in on in.
His Discord. I don't know what the little thing is on
You got
Discord where you can like make a
Okay, that's
little
pretty cool.
The
text
status.
bubble.
The status.
Yeah, like that. That was constantly cycling through. Like, hold on, my cat is freaking out.
YouTube doesn't send it sometimes.
I'm gonna take a pee break. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. I guess that kind of gives me a bit of an opportunity to tell you guys about specifically his statuses. His most recent one, the one he has right now, as far as I know, is I'm waiting for the day Bloodspeth becomes a lolcow, something along those lines.
How does that work?
Just beautiful projection on his part. You know what? Let me read out some super chats in the meantime. I'll ask the questions when he comes back.
How are you all today?
So thank you, Nicole,
good,
for the 5. Thank you and this Goat for taking the time to talk about this. No, it's hard. You guys are doing great. Thank you very much. Thank you for the 5. Basically, get your
discredit. I don't want to discredit.
He lived hours away from him.
Bloodspeth or any of his donators or anything, but we aren't really here to watch him read the things out. But yeah, so I'll talk while it plays, I guess. I'm doing pretty good, Cashews. We're trying to finish it up. We're only halfway through. We've been here for almost an hour, and plus the whole entire previous stream. we're not making much progress, honestly. But
Five Soup. Genuinely, how is he getting in relationships? I know people do it for attention. But if this
Sorry
was
about
before he
that,
blew
gang.
up, it's all good. I don't know how he was
All right.
pulling. So you just missed me reading out the super chat. Someone asks, genuinely, how is he getting in relationships? I'd say it's literally all trolls. Do you have anything to say about that? Like how you think he's getting into relationships, quote unquote?
I don't think it. I mean, again, I don't really know that much about them, but I would assume they're not trolls just based on like what is there to gain? I mean, maybe there it is, and they're just like really messed up in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is there to gain by like feigning being in a relationship with, Gabriel for an extended period of time, and then not only that, but like not even making it public. Like these people are basically completely anonymous. So like, are they just doing it for the love of the game? Like they just like
I
to,
think so.
frickin' bully this guy, or
Mm-hmm. That's usually the point I see, and
all right, fellas,
a lot of
I
people
just
just
got some
love the
food
fact that
delivered
they're
right to
talking
me,
to
so I
someone
might be a little
famous,
quiet
quote
for a
unquote,
second,
even though it's
but
literally just some
we'll keep it going.
fat predator with some TikTok followers who reviews food. That's a part of it, but I wish we knew. I wish we knew. And thank you for the 2. Nicole, Nova's a cartoon character. It's a very sad cartoon. Very sad cartoon. Thank you for the 5. Shaman King. A room of the best comedy writers couldn't come up with a funnier scenario than the Predacord news. That's the funniest thing Nova's ever done. Now that we have like the actual like details of it, I will agree that is the funniest thing in regards to Nova like ever.
the visual of imagining him like sitting on the ground with his wrist in the air and then like getting this look of like triumph while he takes it off is funny to me.
Like this self accomplishment. I can't believe I survived.
I made it out.
God, man, I would kill to see that.
I am interested to know like how long did he sit there? Like was it like 2 minutes? If like really any number would be funny. Again, not that these things are funny.
No, of course
not. But like the idea of just sitting on the ground with your hand in the air for like what if it was like an hour or 30 minutes?
He does not have the attention span for that. Come on.
Maybe 30. He fell asleep.
Maybe. So, do you think he just kind of like got up as soon as it started getting sore? There's more life to live. Just kind of gets up and takes his hand.
I really don't know. Like, I don't even know if it would get sore.
Oh my god, because it was so low to the ground. My goodness, you just can't make this up. But back onto the actual interview. You talked about you wouldn't let Nova in your cars if he smelled too bad, if he didn't clean himself up.
We did say that. We never actually held him to it, which I don't know if that's a regret or not, but there was never a time where he didn't have a pungent scent, despite us telling him to like not do that.
Was there ever a time he smelled at least like normal, like a regular person on the street? Not
There's
bad,
times he
not
smelled
great.
more normal, I guess, but not really. There was times where I was like, okay, like wash your clothes, dry your clothes, put those clothes on, and then immediately get in my car. Like put your new clothes on right after you shower or right before you get in my car. So it's like minimizing the amount of time that can be like contaminated. And even then it didn't seem to do much.
My goodness. Did you really look at him that way? Like a contamination? Was he really that bad, his hygiene?
I mean, I wasn't like concerned about getting sick or anything like that, but also I wasn't like touching him or anything. But
that's good to know.
I don't know. Like, I would imagine like the surfaces he touched are gonna be, have more like germs on them than like if you or me were to touch something.
Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, that paints a clearer picture. Pardon me. So you mentioned, well, firstly, what I was going to segue to was him getting in your cars, meaning like you guys are hanging out. Do you guys hang out often?
I'm sorry, I need to take a hiatus real quick.
All right, well, I'll be waiting. So let's read some more super chats. Thank you, Cooper, for joining the Spethers. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 5 best soup. This wee disappointing. Can't believe that working. Nova probably. He would not be disappointed. Jesus, I can't even. Yeah, sorry about the no rewind. I guess I forgot to turn on that setting in OBS. But the stream will be archived. Absolutely, like you guys will be able to watch it front to back, all that good stuff. I feel like I'll keep it up here and then upload it on my second channel and kind of just put it to that just so it's more, or maybe I'll keep it up here. I'm not too sure. And yeah, not members only. Y'all will be able to watch it. Anyone wants to use it for content, like go ahead. I really don't care. And if anyone has, wait, hold on. No fucking shot. No fucking shot. Is this it? No way we just scrolled onto this. This is the news or whatever. Is this it? Look, it's like bright red. Oh, and it has that little loop. Is this really it? My fucking.
I apologize, guys.
Oh, you're back already?
Yeah. I'm gonna message you privately.
All right. If you want to like look at the stream, I think this. Can you confirm that this is the paracord news?
That is the color I remember it being.
You see, kind of the loops, kind of small. Is this it?
I think so.
Oh my.
Maybe my dimensions were a little bit off. That looks a little bit higher than 4
Yeah.
feet.
So did he maybe get on like a step stool? That's even funnier.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. All right. Wow.
Yeah, where were we at?
Where were we at?
I'm gonna need to take like a 3-minute break at some point in the next like minute or two, but
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
We can keep talking.
Yeah, I'll just let you know, like, so you can like think of what to say. I was gonna ask about, you know, the hangouts and particularly the Dave and Buster's one with the fish.
So that you told the story pretty well on your stream, but yeah, so there's some text about that. That whole interaction was kind of humorous, but the Dave and Buster's like just opened near us, and he was like really excited, like he wanted the rope drop opening day effectively. And so we go eventually, and we get there and we like eat first, and he's like really excited, like looking over at the games, and he orders like trout or salmon or something. It was like some fish dish from Dave and Buster's, which is already like strange in my opinion, but whatever. And then like you said, oh, here's my hiatus. I'll be back in like 5, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. We will wait. You know, if you got to do something, you got to go do something. Wow. And when he gets back, I'll ask him to really explain the story. It is the funniest shit. I wouldn't say it's funnier than the paracord something, but my goodness, the story just and mainly it's hearing about how he acts in public and how he treats people, service workers as well, waiters and whatnot. My goodness, dude. It's at a loss for words. Thank you for the 2, Fancy Dan. Gabriel Gage is a predator. I second that. Thank you for the 5, Cookie. The mental image of Nova sitting on a stool with his hand wrapped in a cord while watching TikToks on his phone in the dark is funny. I would say he was probably on his phone. Do you guys think he was like texting one of the miners and like saying this is it on the other side while sitting there with the paracord around his wrist? Oh, Lord have mercy on my soul. I don't know if I'll be able to make it. Might die of laughter. Well, I mean, I don't think that can kill you. Well, it could probably has the same chance of killing me as the wrist paracord stuff. I want to see if he uploaded anything. because you guys know he's watching. And message for you, Nova, if you are watching, you are a predator. And I didn't play this, chat, but after I announced the interview, Nova very quickly uploaded this video. This song perfectly thumbs up what my social life with friends is like. I'm not gonna play it, copyright. He goes, by the way, multiple broken down vehicles. None of these run. Walks up. Look at how he walks. Look, just take a look here. He kind of just waddles up, and something he hasn't said yet, but like is something that is like an issue with Nova.
I scarfed down that food. Sorry I was silent for so long. I appreciate y'all staying here for just the video and not even my commentary, but I was sort of listening to what was going on.
He told me that Nova said there were periods of time where like he couldn't stand up for like days straight because his legs were so sore, quote unquote.
He couldn't stand up.
And apparently he never paid any mind to it. Nova never really like, thought of it as too big of an issue. He doesn't exercise. He doesn't do anything that would make him sore. I think you guys know what direction I'm going, especially when that's coupled with the statement he made, where apparently I'm all over the place, but Nova, from what he said, has like issues with his legs where it was kind of like discolored with, I think, what was it, reddish, purplish, like coloring on his like legs.
Gross.
And you guys can probably tell what is the issue with that. Oh my god. My goodness. And he's just like neglecting his health so much. And so when I see him fucking waddle around like this, like he's holding in like the biggest shit. You back?
Sorry guys, my timer went off. I had to do 100 pull-ups real quick.
Wow.
Okay, hold on. He is clearly joking. I wasn't pausing it because me saying what? Are you saying what? I opened a bottle. I fucking dropped a little cap. Could y'all hear that? Was that ear rape? Sorry.
Yeah, a little slow personally, but
I mean, what was that? 2 minutes? I mean, I think I could do 400 in that time. Were you doing both arms or one?
I was doing both arms, but my little brother was taped to my waist.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I kind of do it with my pinky, and I also have my wrist around like a wrist wrapped with paracord. that's what I do.
Dude, pull up Nova needs to make paracord wrist wraps for the gym.
Slime Bones, you're right about that. I didn't think about that at all.
Man,
he really did.
That fucking
how many different restaurants has he worked in for him to even ask that? Like that was a possibility. This is the first time I'm thinking about it that way. That's crazy. Do we know the number? Like, what is the full count? It's like, I'm wanting to say 4. He worked at Popeyes for 5 hours. He worked at Denny's. It was either Denny's or IHOP, one of the two. Oh God, I knew they were on the tip of my tongue. I can like imagine them, but I can't say it. I don't know, dude. He knew better. He knew better anyway.
Story, like you just can't make this up, man. My goodness.
Yeah. Anyway, so
could you kind of start from the beginning with the Dave and Buster's one? I told everyone how funny it was.
So yeah, he originally told me, I think they opened on like Tuesday or Monday. And I'm looking at the text right now. I sent them to you as well, censored and stuff already. But I think he wanted to go on Wednesday. They opened for the first time on like Monday or Tuesday. And he messaged me like on Sunday. And he says, "Hey, I have a quick question." And I'm reading these. "Do you want to scope out Dave and Buster's tomorrow so we know what we're going to do?" Oh, nope. I'm incorrect. So we were going to go Monday. I guess. So he says, "Do you want to scope out Dave and Buster's tomorrow so we know what we're going to do on Monday?" And I said, "Why would we do that?"
Mhm.
Or no, he corrects himself. It was Wednesday. I'm getting everyone fucked up.
It's all good.
Anyway, so he wanted to go like a day or two early to scope out what games we're gonna play. And so I'm like, why would we do that? That's ridiculous. And
Mhm.
so I said no. We eventually go on Wednesday, and he's super excited. We get there, we eat, and this is another interesting thing about him is like, at least myself and maybe a lot of other people kind of assumed that, oh, this guy is like down on his luck. He's like this goofy little dude. He's probably kind.
Mhm.
It's probably just he's just got a bad shake. But you know, he's pretty. I think it's unintentional, but he's pretty rude to like other people out in public, and I usually try to correct it. But that was when like he tried to wave over a busser
Mhm.
because he was like concerned about like playing games, like what we were gonna do with his food or something, or he wanted to check like right now so we could immediately go play games. But he'd only eaten like a third of his salmon or whatever.
Mhm.
And so he like starts waving over a busser, and I'm like, don't do that, please don't do that. Like just wait for our waiter. Like she's gonna come by like any minute. Of course, the busser's like already coming. The second she gets to the table, instead of being like, oh, never mind, he goes, like, can we get the check? And also, like, where can we put our food? And I'm like, putting my hands to my head. And the busser's like, oh, I'll get your waiter. You can ask them. And then I'm like, dude, like, one, that's not her job. Like, two, they're not going to store your leftovers here. Three, they're Dave and Buster's, like, trout leftovers. Like, you shouldn't want that, really.
Are you trolling me right now? Good job on getting featured on the Jones watermark. Did I? I think you're lying. Which one was it on? I'll watch it on stream.
Waiter comes over. Sure enough, he asked the waiter anyway, like, hey, can we keep can I keep my leftovers in your fridge? And they're like, I'll ask if that's like a thing we do. And they're like, no, we can't do that.
Powerade won the last one. Okay, hold up. We're going to it on stream. Let me find it real quick.
So
Y'all
he's like,
keep
oh, I'll just
watching
put it in your
this.
car. But this
Will
was
it stay
like,
on stream if I do this?
like,
Yeah, okay.
it was like
Record.
95 degrees. Like, it was really hot that
goodness.
day. So I'm like, dude, how long do you think we're going to be here? How hot do you think my car is going to get? Like, can you even imagine like wanting to eat that like once we get out of here? And he's like, yeah, I want to keep it. Like, I want to eat it. So I'm like, you know what, dude? Like, I'm a big proponent of like letting people, just learn like from their own actions. So I'm like, all right, whatever, man. Like, my car will smell like fish for a day or two. Not that big of a deal. So he puts it in the backseat of my car. We play games and stuff. Nothing super of note to talk about there. But then, yeah, when we get back out to the car, we both get in, and I'm like, Gabriel, do you smell that? Like, does that smell good? Like, do you want to eat that? And he's like, yeah, I don't know if I will want to eat that. And I'm like, yeah, dude, get it the fuck out of my car. And so he like gets out of the passenger seat, like opens the back door. He bends over to like grab it, and he starts he goes like the second he bends over just to pick it up, like he didn't even have it in his hands yet. And I'm like, yeah, dude, and you just had that like in my car
fellas.
for 2 hours.
Okay.
Like, and you're
I
considering
think
like
I
eating
found-
that. Like, it's like, maybe you should listen to me when I say stuff like that. And there has been other instances of that as well. Like, one of the times when I was helping him with his front yard, he had just got like a weed whacker that was like cord powered. And so he didn't have an extension cord long enough. So I was like, oh, I'll take you to Ace and you can buy one. And we get there, and he's looking at like the 20 and 40 feet cords. I'm like, dude, there's no shot that's going to reach like even the majority of your yard, or like even any significant portion of your yard. Like, that's not going to be long enough. And he's like, no, I think it will. And I'm like, dude, just think about like you're standing on your front porch and like how far it is to the road. Like, that's all you have to do. Like, do you think that's 40 feet?
All right, guys, I found it. We'll start it from the beginning here. Why does it have no sound? Where's the? There it is. Okay.
Does Powerade's
Is this
brand
too
new
loud?
Power Water taste just like the real thing? Let's find out. If you don't know, Powerade Power Water is Powerade's response to
Powerade Power
Propel,
Water.
which is made by their rival Gatorade. I would make this a speed review, but I had to explain what it is, and I gotta leave for therapy here in about 10 minutes. So
Yeah,
let's
you
try
better leave for
the
therapy,
Powerade Mountain
Tone.
Berry Blast. Exclusive property of the Novine universe on TikTok and YouTube. Your typical Powerade.
What was that? What was that right there? What was that?
Your typical Powerade. Definitely better than the blue Gatorade. Definitely got a nice mixed berry taste. But will the Power Water...
Okay, I think I fucked up.
Exclusive property of the Novine universe on TikTok and YouTube.
There it was.
Property of the Novine universe on TikTok and YouTube.
I can get it. I can get it. Don't you worry, fellas.
YouTube.
He's trolling me right now.
The Novine universe on TikTok and YouTube.
Oh, get off of my screen. You guys can see it, right? Do I have to get it? I gotta be quicker than that. I can't do it. Frame advanced. I don't know what frame advanced is.
Universe on TikTok and universe on blue game. Exclusive property of the Novine universe on TikTok and YouTube.
Fuck off. Okay, I'm a boomer right now. But y'all seen it, right?
Your typical Powerade.
I can't believe he shouted
Definitely
out.
better than the blue Gatorade.
Shouted me out.
Definitely got a nice mixed berry
I'll try
taste.
it again after the.
But will the Power Water hold up? Could you call this a premium or dreamium? I don't know. I'm probably gonna put it in the playlist.
Premium or dreamium?
Yeah, let's try this out.
No, I can't read that fast. I'll try again in a second. It was pissing me off.
Okay.
I'll drink a little bit more water.
Okay. I'm impressed. They've actually nailed the mixed berry flavor. And it doesn't taste like the original. It tastes more like the zero sugar.
Don't let him win. He didn't win.
So, would I get the Power Water again? Actually, yeah, I would if I was trying to watch my sugar. So, yeah, I would say definitely this I'd recommend. I'm going to give the Power Water an 8 out of 10. Way better than Propel. I would make what it is. And let's try Powerade Mountain Berry Blast. Exclusive property of the Novine universe on TikTok and YouTube. Your typical Powerade. Definitely
maybe
better.
I should sign in. Would that be easier? I don't even know.
Novine universe on TikTok and YouTube.
It says "Screw you, Uncle Drew 02."
Your typical universe on TikTok and YouTube. Your typical Powerade.
He's trolling me.
Your typical Powerade. The Novine universe on TikTok and YouTube. TikTok and YouTube. Your typical Powerade. On TikTok and YouTube.
Fuck. I got it this time. Fuck.
The Novine universe on TikTok and YouTube.
There we are. I'm never leaving this screen. I'm never leaving this. I paused your stream. Yeah, that was probably the easiest way to do it. That was probably the easiest thing to do. I'm glad y'all stayed here for me to catch it. Screw you, Uncle Drew 02. I can't believe it. I got Nova's attention. That's like a. Is it a goal? It wasn't a goal, but it is something I was waiting to happen, and I can't believe I found it on stream. That is insane. That is insane. I didn't think he would do it just because it's called Uncle Drew. You know what I mean? But he didn't give a fuck. He didn't care at all. I'm glad. One of my videos got recommended to him. All right. Well, should we watch more of his videos? Is that what we should do? What do y'all think? I didn't mean to click on his sound. I don't even know how TikTok works on PC. Worry about what others think is only a distraction to living courageously. Not if you're a PDF, Nova.
$3.14 pizza? You did not mishear me. This pizza was $3.14. That's right. 7-Eleven is celebrating Pi Day and offering it to you guys by giving you a $3.14 pizza today only.
Should that be one of the emojis for members? I'll make it that if you all want. What do you think?
We're filming it right now.
Chat, tell me what you want.
So, I decided to get the extreme meat. Let's have a look
at that. You got the extreme meat.
Oh, it's very unevenly distributed. All right, we got a slice. Let's try it out. Exclusive property of the Novine Universe on TikTok and YouTube.
I can't show many of these pictures.
In my opinion,
this is what I mean by
sauce. But the cheese is a good ratio.
Get it off the screen.
A lot of meat on there. For $3, I shouldn't be complaining too much. It is well worth the price, even if it is just a mediocre pizza. My only complaint is that it is really greasy, and I think there should be something with acidity, like jalapenos or banana peppers, to help cut through that grease.
You got the full meat pizza.
But hey,
that was his choice.
I'll give that pizza a 7 out of 10. It's really, really good. Way better than I expected. And for $3, you can't really beat it. It's honestly a really good deal. Novine Universe, signing off. $3.
All right, I think it's about time to go back to the interview. We are 1 hour and 39 minutes into the stream, into the interview, out of 3 hours.
40 feet.
Let's keep on going.
I was like, do you even have an outlet there?
There might be one more
stream. Like, yeah, I don't know. It'll be fine. And I'm like, okay, dude, whatever. So he doesn't get it. And then we show up and we start messing with his lawn, and like sure enough, the cord isn't long enough. And that interaction actually ended up with his neighbors like trimming up parts of his yard that like he couldn't reach, because they were like conveniently for him, inconveniently for me, just because that's like rude. I don't like that. But his neighbors are now like trimming up his edges of his yard.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the majority of the fish incident, you could call it.
I see. And you mentioned his neighbors. We never really got into that.
Super Mormon vibes, sort of. Yeah, he is religious.
Do the neighbors know about him?
He said nobody needed to turn to the Bible.
What's the
you know what I mean?
So the only ones I've ever seen was if you're like standing facing the road, like actually maybe I shouldn't specify.
Comic book guy didn't show his baby carrot to kids.
It was like
I don't know that Nova's done that. There's no evidence for that, so I'm not gonna.
Her two like grandchildren were helping. I'm assuming they were also very kind. So I don't know if they know anything about him.
You don't have to have 20 wives to be Mormon. I think he means just like fairly religious. You know what I mean? Even if it isn't Mormon.
I never really like heard anything about his neighbors. So
that woman, very nice. Because another thing is like his outlet was so far away, which like obviously I don't know where all his outdoor outlets are. It was so far away that it couldn't reach any of his yard.
Exactly what you mean.
So he had to like immediately ask to use his neighbor's outlet to mow or to trim his yard.
Okay.
So he definitely showed his hyperfeel.
I hate inconveniencing people
PDF
due to like ignorance. Like, oopsie, I fucked up something I like shouldn't have fucked up, and like now it's somebody else's problem.
Okay, I see. Well, that's actually new, so very interesting information for me. Back to your little hangouts you guys had. Where did you usually go? What was the hangout spots, so to speak, for your guys' like a friend group?
We went to dinner at least once. No, at least once, but it was mostly just two different arcades. It was like Dave and Buster's, and then Triple Play is like a local.
They're always going to the arcade
like indoor
together.
family park. It's pretty sick, actually. It's got like water slides and mini golf and stuff. But that was the majority. It would be Dave and Buster's or Triple Play.
Mm-hmm. And
we would invite them. We would invite them all the time to other stuff. Like we invited them to Costa Rica one time.
Wow.
Like we said, hey, we'll pay for the ticket. Like you just have to show
Costa Rica?
up.
Wow.
And
why would you want to go?
Again, his rebuttal was
go
like,
with Nova on a
my
vacation.
Star card or something.
Disgusting.
Star card? Is that like a passport equivalent?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what they call the like new IDs
think
when you have a
Star
passport
card's
or
just,
whatever.
like,
You can like get a Star card that has like I don't
where
know,
you get your
something like that.
license and you get a star in the corner of your
Yeah, that
license.
was recent too. That was
You can
like
prove like
a month or two
you're
ago.
citizen
And
of
I think he
UA
said like, oh, I don't have my
or
swim
some fuck
trunks.
shit.
What? You get offered on the
I offered to
exotic
buy him swim trunks too, because I'm like, dude,
Wow.
like
You're
if
so
that's
right.
actually the reason, like who cares? Like whatever, I'll buy you swim trunks. I'll chill out the $10.
Wow. Jeez. And he said no to like a free exotic vacation.
Yeah, he did.
My goodness. Listen, my DMs are
He
open
probably
next time you want to
real
plan another
ID.
vacation.
I guarantee he doesn't have one. You don't have a license. Nobody has the real
actually,
ID.
No, I wouldn't be able to go. I don't have my
Really?
Star
Like,
card,
what?
and I lost my swim trunks. So
Well, they only make like 10 pairs of swim trunks a year, so hopefully you win the lottery next year and you can get one.
yeah, it's like federally regulated or something. But you were talking to me earlier about the bowling alley. You guys went to the bowling alley.
Yeah. Thank you. I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, and you went with some girls too. How did that go?
No,
down?
the girls were there at the Triple Play.
Oh,
but,
okay.
I mean, there were girls at the bowling alley we were talking to, but we didn't come with them.
The
bowling alley, actually, Nova invited us. He was going with some other friends that they appeared to be special needs. I'm not sure the exact relation, how they became friends.
Okay, this is my theory.
And some people were throwing shade at me for my.
What do you guys think about this? So you know how Nova has this shirt? He has a shirt. It says Nova across the front, right? And it has bowling, like a picture of some dude bowling and like bowling pins and shit on it. Okay? It looks like it may have come from Temu or something like that. But this is my theory. I think Nova was in a special needs bowling league with his special needs bowling friends. Not dissing anybody here, but I'm just saying that's my theory of what's going on here. And I may be wrong, but I may be right. I don't know. What do y'all think?
My shorts and my outfits in those pictures. And it's funny you guys did that because the only time my style was ever commented on by like Nova or any of his friends was at the bowling alley. One of his friends were like, "You look like a safari guy," because I'm wearing like the khaki like short inseam and
the dad fit.
So yeah, that was a poor choice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning. But yeah, so we went to the bowling alley with a couple of his friends, and it was specifically to do karaoke too. He didn't even want to bowl. Which is whatever. The bar there is pretty cool. So we're hanging out karaokeing, and then like within 10 minutes we're like, where's Gabriel? Like he's just gone. And so we like do a quick lap around the bowling alley, and we see like, oh, he's eating. And so
he would definitely be better at bowling than he would.
The bar where they're doing the karaoke, which is like attached to the bowling alley. And like 10 minutes later he shows up. We like do karaoke, we're hanging out, it's all fine and whatever. And then like 30 minutes later, he's gone again. And at this point, we're like gonna just leave anyway. So we're assuming he maybe left or something, or I don't even know. So as we're walking out, we go past like the concessions again, and like sure enough, he's eating again. And so
he's eating again.
So this is where there's some debate. There's some debate within our friend group and with him, because he claims that it was the same teriyaki burger, but that doesn't make sense to me because if that was true, that would mean he left his teriyaki burger unattended on a random bowling alley table for like 30 minutes.
Oh my god.
Like, because the bar is like not like you do not
This
have a
bowling
visual on
alley
that table
eats
from where we were,
theory.
like not even close. So it's either he like ordered another teriyaki burger and lied about it, or he's like letting his food just like sit out in the open for like 30 minutes. And so I addressed him about that too. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, not super great either way. Like, just curious. Because this was also during the same period of time where we were like trying to make sure he's not like overeating and stuff. So
there's no way
but I
to
never
stop
really got a
him
clear
from
answer. One of my
overeating.
friends insists that
He's too big around.
he is sure that he ate more than one burger with fries, but Nova is adamant that he only ate the one. But again, that's still kind of gross if true.
So who do you believe?
Again, I don't. When it comes to things like that, I just stop really. I don't try to like try to know for sure. I just accept that like it's a little vague.
Well, that seems like the easiest path forward. My goodness.
Like maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know. Either way, it's kind of strange.
And you mentioned earlier, there were some girls you guys were talking to. You brought some friends along, female friends, to triple whatever it was. How did Nova kind of like interact with them?
So yeah, we introduced them. They like talked for like a sentence, and then he was like locked into the coin games.
He didn't even care about the women around.
Brings me back to like he was like yelling. Like we would have to tell him like, "Hey man, you're being like really loud," and there are like kids all around us. Like it's like, "Let's go!" Like every time we get the.
He loves it when there's kids all around
which, like,
him.
Dude, I'm glad you're excited and having fun.
That's why he loves arcades.
That's what it's about.
Much.
But just be a little cognizant, of the people around you.
Goodness.
But yeah, that was the first time, because there was at one point he like walked away to play some other game, and the two girls were like, "What's wrong with his legs?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And they're like, "Yeah, his legs are like red and blue on the back of his calves."
His legs are all
literally never noticed that.
That's disgusting.
Which is once I saw that was another concern of ours, is like, that's not good. Like you're suddenly losing a lot of weight. Your hygiene's really bad. You have like sores like popping up all over your arms, and now like your legs are just like getting blue.
Sores
and,
are
you
bad.
Have a history of diabetes in your family. Like
I wouldn't let him.
Are you not seeing the issue here?
Yeah, bed bugs.
But he just doesn't care. He just doesn't care.
So do you think that's why he's been losing so much weight?
I mean, I'm no doctor, but like that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Like
he's definitely something.
It doesn't seem like he's cutting his sugar intake. It doesn't seem like he's ever cut his calories. He's definitely not.
He's definitely
more active than he was before. If anything, this is like the least active he's ever been.
Oh wow. Yeah, you said like, something about sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it.
All right, you said something about there were like periods of time where he like couldn't stand.
Yeah, he would, because again, it was relevant for like the shower stuff, because I was concerned, like, is he not showering because he like physically can't stand? Because there'd be points where he would say like, I like haven't been able to like really get up for like a day and a half, and I'm like, dude, is that like, do you not see how that's not good? Like,
goodness,
why?
A day and a half. He just couldn't get up.
It wouldn't be
couldn't move for multiple days.
His arms this would happen as well.
That's insane.
Oh my goodness.
So like, it's like shit the old people have to deal with, not 20-year-old.
But at the same time, like
supposedly men,
like, trying to be a public
what I mean?
feature,
like,
or figure, I mean,
yeah,
and they're trying to get praise for like them losing weight.
His
like,
amputation
I feel like this
soon, probably
information is relevant to everybody, and I think it's a little disingenuous to like be like, oh, look at all these successes, but at the same time, like my body is shutting down, arguably.
His body is shutting down.
Mind-boggling.
Arguably, and you can't get up for multiple days at a time.
Any concern to it? As soon as he's able to move again, he just goes on with his life.
I mean, if you can imagine, I think if I don't know if I would consider that going on with your life, but yeah, I mean, it never really seemed to bother him. Like it's just like once he can like move to the best of like to the degree that he thinks is acceptable. Like it's out of his mind, it seems.
Jeez Louise. Wow. Sorry. Oh my goodness. That's
And,
just...
Mike
all this stuff is like humorous just because of the insanity of it. But like, I truly do wish all of these issues go away for him. Like, even though like he's he's done bad things, even though like he has extremely questionable past, and even though like he's deserving of a lot of the negative feelings people have towards him. Like, I hope someday, like, all this can go away and he can be like a healthy, functioning human. But
of course, as long as the children are safe. He does have a therapist. Do you know anything about like the sessions they have? Does he tell you anything about it?
There is the things he would tell me, I don't really, these things I don't want to super divulge. I would say the things he's told me he's talked about in therapy did not seem productive at all. But also maybe that's just because he would only tell me about the things that were interesting to him. So maybe he had a lot of extremely productive therapy sessions, but the ones he would mention to me seemed not productive at all.
Okay.
Which I should also say was only like a handful.
Do you mind kind of going into what he talked about with his therapist?
Just like super not even related to mental health stuff.
Like TikTok or?
I'm gonna message you it just because it's.
Okay, yeah, I understand. It's someone's medical information. Of course. Oh my goodness. Okay. So he has a therapist. Does he have a doctor as far as you know? Because there's no way he's going about the way he is.
Doctor.
With like
no
the care of a medical professional.
No chance at all.
He has know. I'm not aware if he has a.
He hasn't been to the doctor in years.
Okay.
I would assume no, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, he uploaded a video maybe a month or two ago. I think around a month ago, at a doctor's appointment, like on the scale to prove the haters like he lost weight. So hopefully he's getting treatment. I'd assume not.
He needs some kind of treatment.
You don't mind if I read some super chats?
No, please go ahead. Yeah, you don't gotta ask.
Should we skip ahead a little bit?
The attempt threats to minors while sitting in the Predacord news is crazy. Yeah, I don't know if you were there for that. I was saying, what if while he was, why the paracord was wrapped around his wrist, he was like on his phone messaging like his Discord kittens saying, this is it. Yeah, it's really morbid, but just like because of how obviously like he didn't mean it and like the absurdity of it, it's I just find it funny.
And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but again, it seems like a lot of his positive behavior is, I don't know. There's like an underlying. It just seems kind of performative.
Oops.
But again, it's hard to tell with him just because again, it's like where's the line of like maliciousness versus ignorance.
Yeah, that's very unclear with Nova. They give the 5 rat flowers. The name Gabriel Gage sounds like the name of a one-off JoJo's Bizarre Adventure character. He does have an interesting name, especially his full name. I don't know why he has what?
Therapy ain't
like
working
3 middle names?
I mean, just look at him, brother.
I don't know.
I didn't even know he had 3 middle names.
Yeah, Michael Lee Scrivener.
How rich do you got to be to have 3 middle names?
Obviously not very rich if he does.
Maybe he's a mover and a shaker. He's just hiding.
That's one way. That's one way to look at it.
Ploy.
Evil plot. Thank you for the 5, Jesse.
Awesome
it's funny to imagine Nova whispering "Twinkle, twinkle, little star" under his breath, waiting for the Nova Corps to take it back.
Oh man!
Jeez, you guys are crazy, insane. I mean, funny, of course, but
how many times he flipped out on therapist?
They give the 2 being Nova leg amputation arc when
he needs a couple more.
I hope it never comes to that. I do hope there's a jail arc, but given what we know about his health, this is a possibility. Thank you for the 2 on Obligo. Bro squeezing wrists and having wheezing fits. Come on, dude. Thank you for the 5, Jimmy. Noah's been real quiet in everyone's comment sections when the Nova Files arc started. Yeah, because there's not really anything you can say to that.
That is true.
It's just there. He says it's fake to, you know, his Discord servers or whatever. Doesn't really give any information. Just says, oh, it's fake. You know, it's not like there's hours of footage, but you know, whatever.
Jail arc any day now, I hope.
On a Blago. What if we ate Dave and Buster's fish together? Sounds very romantic. Thank you for the other two. Chome Alone 2. Lost in Costa Rica.
Chome Alone 2.
Man, I might have to send him a production offer. Maybe he wants to make that movie with me. You ever seen Alvin and the Chipmunks, where they like get lost on that island? I think that's kind of like, it's gonna be like.
I wasn't allowed to watch Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It was satanic.
Satan. Okay, that's interesting.
Chipmunks can't talk. Not good.
Yeah, that is true. They can't talk. They give it to Nicole. Off to bed. Keep up the great work, you both. Thank you very much, Nicole. Thank you for the 2 Saul. I love you. Okay.
I didn't watch the original call.
Yeah.
QVAZ. I didn't watch the original call on stream. I did a video on that one, so I think that's my most recent video. Is all about that whole call. But I may watch that on stream at some point in time. For real.
Is that like I don't think I would. I mean, if any of you remember the phone call over there,
no,
I don't think I'd be talking here right now if he just took my advice and like got off the internet. But the fact that he is trying to just like act as if nothing happened and like still get, you know, financial and like social support from people while like never addressing these like extremely serious things, like there's really no way for me to justify like not, you know, having this conversation.
No, yeah, I absolutely get that. That's very fair to say. And yeah, dude, he just didn't mention it at all. Thank you for the 2 Cuban missile. Nova has the dignity hidden deep in his 4th chin. Oh my god.
Ooh, I have another.
I have not seen the entire call in the Discord server. I've seen clips of it because in the video I made, there was a clip of it that was him asking Alice what her age was, and she was like lying about it. But I haven't seen the whole thing. I'll have to go through and look at it at some point.
Lore drop that I don't think has been brought up yet.
I'm so excited. Let's hear it.
So the if you guys remember the like milkman video with like the 17 gallons of milk.
Oh.
That was us just doing a little prank on Nova, and I can prove it because
no one's ever pointed this out. But if you look at the like first
couple of frames of the video, you can like see me with my like phone covering my face like over the back seat of the car. So that's also some lore. The 17 gallons of milk was, but that was just a harmless little prank, so I didn't feel too bad about that.
Do you want to tell us a bit about that, or?
I mean, have you seen that video?
No, I know, but like, I guess the story, what kind of made you guys, like, what brought up the idea, what, you know, made you guys do it?
We were just really bored one day and like couldn't think of anything to do, and like, oh, what if we like, originally it was gonna be like watermelons, but I was like, that's not that funny.
And
so I just dropped them.
Yeah, apparently they were like expired, almost expired.
Yeah, it was. I think we spent like $10 because it was all like a day from being expired. So.
Wow.
So we didn't waste food either, so nobody get jaded about that.
Well, that's good. That is good. Does he know it was you?
No.
No. I guess he's fine.
Never even told him.
Wow.
That's funny. He didn't even tell him.
My goodness.
I mean, out of all the things, that's probably I hope the bottom of the list of things he's upset with me about. But at the same time, like,
should be.
I don't even understand how he could be upset with me because, again, it's like, what's the expectation? Like, he expects me
when he goes to jail.
Like, he knows me very well at this point. Like, he wants me to just like
hear
all the stuff that just happened and just like be okay with it and just support him. Like a friend isn't somebody who just allows you to like do all these terrible things. Like, there's supposed to be a person who like holds you accountable. So it's like, by getting upset with me, he's just showing that like he doesn't want a friend. He just wants somebody who like will give him a free pass on whatever he wants. Yeah.
Okay. And Perk brings up a good question. And thank you the 2. Do you know about the wall, the poop wall, the blood wall, whatever
I've
it is?
seen the wall. I've never asked about the wall.
Don't.
But
Here
I've
come
talked a
the
lot about
contractions.
the cleanliness of his house in
Here come
general.
the
But
contractions.
I do not know
Okay.
why the wall is
Okay.
like that.
We don't know why the wall looks like the poop wall. Okay, I have 2 questions for the entirety of chat. What do y'all think the poop wall is? And also, what was my other one? Oh yeah, why did Nova Online say "Here comes the contractions" in the South Park video? What does that mean? What does he mean by contractions? Does anyone understand that? Am I the only one that like understands, or not understands, but is questioning that? Like, what does the contractions mean? I can hear it coming. Did he say that? Boogers or squash bugs are probably what the wall is. I would say so. Well, I know that's what that was, but why would he say that? I've never heard anyone in the world say that. No, I understand it. Like, I guess I understand it. I don't know. It's like, I've never heard it in that sense though. Why would, I feel like that's not normal. It doesn't make any sense to me. No, so giving birth. That's what it's making sense to me. He was trying to say he thought a female says that when they do it. That would make sense to me if he was trying to pretend he was a woman, because he was using fucking his mom's fucking thing. You know what I mean? But like, it's just I don't know, dude. He was having a female orgasm. I don't. Here come the contractions. Oh, he pretend. Yeah, I remember that shit. He was telling the minor he prefers to be called baby girl by a 14-year-old. What a pedophile. Oh, I can't say that. PDF.
Apparently, well, the most common
so
theory
small. It was
is
small.
that he like smears bed bugs onto the wall
That's my
because
theory.
it's
That
right
was my
above his
theory.
bed, right where his head is on his bed. And we've seen like bed bugs crawling on him in videos and whatnot. Did you know he has bed bugs? Has he ever talked about it?
No, yeah, I've brought it up to him before because, like, basically anytime he would post a video where like there would be something in it that's like obvious to most other people. The cooking video is a big example of like so many people are pointing out how there's flies all over the meat, but like he still posted it. And there's like other videos where you can see like bugs crawling in and out of his clothes or like over his pillow. And I remember we had a conversation about that one time where I was like, dude, like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, is this acceptable? And I asked him, I was like, how often are you changing or washing your pillowcase and sheets? And I don't know if you remember his response to that. Do you?
No.
His response was, I don't have a pillowcase or sheets.
Oh my god, right.
Oh.
Yeah, he just raw dogs his sleeping. He has no sheets or pillowcase. It's just like the bare, like whatever, the mattress and pillow.
Yeah, and I was like, that's another thing. I was like, dude, like how, like it's not like they're expensive. Like just, like again, life is not easy, but it is simple. Like get fucking, like you need sheets on your bed.
You need sheets on your bed. That's right.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, you can make 1 40-second cameo and have enough to buy bed sheets and pillowcase.
Oh God.
God, man.
He gets like 30-40 bucks per cameo.
Wow.
It's insane.
Are there any other lore drops you have that you haven't told everyone about? I can't think of any off the top of my head that you've told me.
Let's see.
Because I mean, there was a lot that went on.
I mean, there are those. I think those videos are pretty funny.
Which video? Oh, the cameras.
Okay.
No, the one where
Bovine Universe with the 2. I want to lolcow max. How can I build bulk 150 pounds ASAP? All right, I'll tell you how. Start doing food reviews. Everything that Nova Food reviews, you food review, and that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Also, eat 2 meals everywhere you go. If you go out to eat, order double. Thanks
like
for
the
the
ones my
super
brother
chat.
took, where he says that.
Start
funny
deadlifting
thing.
185.
Let me see if I can find the exact one.
If
I'll
you
send it.
if you
Get
have the
DoorDash
ones you want me to
Plus.
send,
That's
you
a good
can
one.
put it in the server, and I'll go ahead and I'll play it up on screen for everybody.
Yeah, one sec. Let me find it.
If you could find the one where he says like, "Can you come over?" Oh wait, no, not that
Food
one.
review with 3 cheeseburgers. Next up on the
That was the one I
channel,
was gonna share.
mukbang. That's what you do.
Your name's in it, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah, I'll probably give that or maybe
W
post that later.
Bloodspeth.
W Bloodspeth saving my life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't know. You know how Nova is.
All right, fellas. I gotta tell you, we got about
there's those
15 more
texts we
minutes
haven't
left.
gone over, the ones that you have in the server.
Oh yeah, those are long.
I'm gonna go for about 2 hours.
So I think we can go over a few of those.
That's my goal.
Let me go ahead and pull those
tonight.
up right quick. Chat.
I think the dieting and shower one is like gives the best picture of
timing, I guess.
What type of stuff he was doing.
Mm-hmm. And you're sure that like it's all censored, the texts?
Yeah, I censored them and then went back through them. They should be good.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up on stream here. Cover off. So chat, these are like a transcriptions of the text. I've seen the full ones. And here's the DoorDash thing we talked about earlier. So
yeah, follow your
his phone's on 1 health. He got a kid's rib loaded with the loaded mashers, a pork ribeye with French fries and a side Caesar salad, and a kid's mac and cheese with beans. $40.
Good lord.
So yeah, he's a hungry.
Okay. Emergency. Larson is getting out. No, he's not. You're lying to me. I know he got declared like mentally sane, but he's still gonna do time, isn't he? We need to get White Bowser to review the Henry Ford mental facility chicken. He is crazy. Have you heard about what's going on with him? I need to cover him. Okay, ... No, I mean, is he getting out? I don't think he's getting out. I think he's doing time. It's probably surprisingly good. I don't know. Maybe. I hear they boil their chicken, and I don't know about boiled chicken, fellas.
Fella. So we're gonna go ahead and look through the first ones. Do you want to like do like a double reading? Maybe like I do Nova and you can do yourself. All right. So start off with Nova Robot. What's that one about?
I don't remember. Can you do the? Oh, this is just like this one is just me talking to him about like how he compares himself to other people, and that's kind of how he. If you hit the little like expand button, you can see the whole thing. In the bottom right.
There you go. All right. Are you received from My Girlfriend and I Need This? That was him.
Yeah. So it should just sent and received.
Yeah,
right.
I think you're right, Bovine.
My Girlfriend and I Need This.
Right.
Since a TikTok video of one of those pet camera robots that can drive around and be spoken through remotely. Okay.
No offense, but could that maneuver through your house? Don't you have like a lot of stuff everywhere?
It's not like a hoarder house. It's not as
not
bad
like
as
a
what you
hoarder
think
house.
a hoarder.
Aren't
That's
your
what he's
counters like
comparing
stacked
it to?
foot high with stuff? Hoarder houses aren't something you should really be trying to compare your house to. That's not the bar.
I'm trying to clean my house, but every time I do it, it gets messy again. I've lived like this my whole life. Jesus.
So what's the problem? Why does this keep happening, Gabriel?
I can't be consistent.
And what are you doing about it? What actual efforts have you put in that has produced results? And then, what's up? There's a 2-hour gap there.
Okay. Oh, was that you trying to call me?
Yeah. You busy?
I'm sorry, your contact is an autosave and it didn't show up in my phone.
No worries, my plans just fell through. Want to work on your yard?
What do you mean?
I'm free is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I'll get the battery charged up.
For his weed whacker? Oh,
Your
yes.
weed whacker all charged up, dude. What? Yeah. So this was me a little upset because we've been talking about like me
Bruh.
helping with his yard for like days, and now it's like
He got a
day
charged
of, and it's like, oh, my
battery.
shit isn't even ready.
I
Are
don't
you
think a
serious?
battery
Oh my God.
powered one would do it in that case.
Well, one of the
4
batteries
foot
that's fully
tall.
charged. The other one still needs to.
Why isn't it charged?
I only have one charger.
Okay, that's pretty much the text. Besides, you can come over, but my mom doesn't want you inside. There's like,
She said she's embarrassed by the state of the house. Okay.
which again, it's like, then why aren't
Makes
they
sense
doing
to
anything
me.
about it? Like, why?
Yeah, why wouldn't they
I
try?
think it just paints a picture of like, in their minds, they're just like compartmentalizing it and like hiding all
Mhm.
these things.
Yeah, and Nova said he's lived like this his whole life, which kind of paints a much clearer picture. All right, on to sorry, go ahead.
I think the Nova dieting and showering is a pretty good one.
Oh my goodness. All right, Nova Lawn. What's this one about?
I think that's him asking me to help him with his lawn.
All right,
Yeah.
start us off.
I have a question.
Yeah. What was your question, man? Is everything good?
That's like a 12-hour or my goodness. He just didn't fucking no, that's like 14, 15 hours. He just didn't answer you. My goodness.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. It was like whenever he wanted a friend, like I was there. When he wanted to do whatever, it was like that. I didn't exist.
Sounds so fucking annoying. Oh, man. Yeah, I actually have a friend like that. Doesn't answer the group chat. Thinks he's better than us. I get it. He's not quite like Nova in some regards, but maybe. But that's besides the point.
Yeah, everything's fine. I just wanted to know if you could help me with some of the big weeds around my yard sometime.
What exactly do you need help with?
You know those big weeds and the planters? The ones you said needed a machete or something like that?
I don't know, man. I've been trying to hang out with you or play games with you for weeks, and you kind of just blow me off every time. Oh, God.
How do
I can't. How do I scroll?
It sounds like. Okay. Like you don't.
Yeah, it sounds like you don't actually want to be friends. You just want me to do things for you.
That's a good point.
I've been hella busy lately, is all.
I can drive you wherever you need to go and stuff you need for sure. With what?
Family wants me to do stuff around the house.
Like what? What did your family ask you to do that took up multiple weeks? I'm not upset or anything, but I think maybe you're misrepresenting your use of your time.
They've been wanting me to clean up the house.
You've been cleaning your house for 2 weeks straight.
Well, not the whole time, no. I've had therapy as well some days, so I've also been doing that.
Yeah, man, I'm happy to be friends with you, but it feels like you're just using me. This hurts considering it feels like I put a lot of selfless effort into our friendship.
I'm not using you. I'm just bad with time management.
So why don't you try to work on that instead of ignoring your friends until you want something? How would you feel if I did that to you?
Yeah, you did say I needed to improve on myself. This can be part of it.
Yeah, so that was also really irritating. Him saying like, "Oh, yeah, I'll be improving if you like help me with my yard." What can be a part of it?
I didn't even like think about this like kind of aspect of you guys, like him using you for what's it called, labor and stuff. I mean, I remember seeing.
That was not something I thought would happen.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I remember seeing a video. Some dude came to his house. I was like, "Oh, I'm doing free yard work. Would you like me to?" And then Nova denied it. So yeah. Do you want to keep reading it or move on?
Nova, when I came to help with your yard the first time, you left and I ended up doing the large majority of it alone. Me doing more of your chores won't help you at all. It'll reinforce your bad time management because you think you can just shove your responsibility.
This is not a duel. I'm getting exposed. Thank you for the $1.99 Arabian baby. I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Now I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be going on the stream.
Someone else who's trying to help you.
We're 2 hours, 11 minutes in. Maybe get to 2:15, 2:20, somewhere around there, and maybe call it then. I don't want to call it too soon, you know what I mean? But we're almost 2 hours in, fellas. So we're getting pretty deep. I was thinking, 3 streams to cover a 3 hour long interview is probably not too bad, considering the facts. You know what I mean? But 199, thank you for the 199 Arabian baby. I appreciate you, brother.
I'm trying to support you and help you improve, but it seems like you're just ignoring it. You have to make a choice about what type of life you want to live and what person you want to become.
My goodness.
Or to be. I'm sorry, I read it wrong. To be, because at this rate, it looks like you will be stuck in this way of life indefinitely. Can you imagine that? What happens when your mother's gone? Don't you see the situation
Oh my God.
you're in, Gabriel?
And he just didn't respond.
R.I.P.
Fucking gosh.
Yeah, he didn't respond.
It sounds so obnoxious to deal with.
But yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Definitely.
It's not like I'm not being hyperbolic when I'm saying like I'm bringing up these like very important issues with how he thinks like frequently. Like he just doesn't care.
I can tell that. I can tell. All right, next up is Nova dieting and showering.text. That sounds like a very, very interesting one. Let's see here. All right, you're gonna have to start us off here.
Yo, what's up? Thanks for the invite last night. Me and T had a lot of fun. I was just wondering how many of those burgers you had there. T said you had at least 2, and then it looked like you got a third one right before we left. He also said you had eaten earlier. I'm not trying to make you feel bad or shame you. You're my friend, but you have seemingly gained a lot of weight since I met you, and I think it's because of your eating habits like that. You can't live like this, Gabriel. You aren't going to make it to old age like this, but it's not, and it's worrying.
Wow.
3 burgers at one time going to the bowling
I only had
alley.
1 burger. I hadn't eaten earlier.
That's all he has to say.
Oh, well, that's good. Regardless, you have gained a lot of weight the past few months, it seems, probably due to all the food reviews you've been doing. Do you DoorDash or Uber Eats a lot?
Oh, hold on. I think I'm stupid.
I guarantee he does all day, every day.
Hello? Are you ignoring me or did you miss my message? I know it's not something you want to hear, but I'm worried about you, bro.
And that was 7 hours later. And then he immediately responds, I missed the message. I was half asleep. And then
yeah, it would be terrible hanging out with him in real life. For real, it would be.
So about Friday, I have no idea where my swim trunks are.
I'll buy you some, no biggie. I'm in Discord. I wanted to ask about your most recent video.
The Novacord video?
The ones from today. Your hair looked good. I was wondering what you did different. So this is me trying to positively reinforce good hygiene habits.
I use Head and Shoulders. I shampooed my hair real good. You there?
So as soon as you're like complimenting him, that's when he wants to fucking double text and like talk to you. But when you're giving him real advice, he just kind of disappears. My goodness.
How did the rest of your games go? I don't remember. I think he was playing Fortnite or something.
I won the rest of the ones I did.
Sure, bud.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh my god.
It was fun.
Bunch of personal info.
Hair appointment is that one.
You gotta treat him like he's a child. He is a child. Make sure.
I'll make sure I'm presentable. I'm wearing clean clothes right now.
God. Oh my God. Make sure you shower and wear clean clothes when we go out. Imagine having to tell somebody that before you hang out with them.
Make sure you shower. Because I noticed that he didn't specify. He didn't say he would shower. He just said, I'm presentable. And so I was like, oh, he's trying to get out of showering.
Of course he was.
It sounds so dystopian. I don't know, dystopian. It sounds so like weird. He's trying to get out of showering. My goodness.
He don't want to shower.
I don't know if that's what he was doing, but I was just trying to make
You'd
sure
think he had rabies.
He wouldn't try to do that.
On God.
I will, don't worry. What time are you picking me up again?
Not sure yet. Me and T are both busy right now until at least 1. Probably mid to late afternoon, like I said.
Can you call me when you're coming to pick me up?
Sure.
You still up?
Yeah.
I'm just bored.
Oh, I'm hella busy with something, and I'm going to go to bed right after. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm not mad. Maybe we could talk while you're working.
Jesus.
I just finished. I can talk for a bit.
Hop in the Discord.
And then
I'm sure you.
This is the next morning. Good morning, dude. Have a productive and healthy day for me, okay?
Got it.
What's up? I won't be able to talk for a while, but I can text. He must have called me or something. You good?
Free for the next.
I'm free for the next hour and a half if you want to call.
Sure.
They sent an image at DoorDash drop off. 4-piece chicken strip basket with gravy, cheese curds, and geez, that is a lot of fucking calories.
This is what I got.
This does not show me what you got.
Yeah, it does if you tap the picture. I made sure it does.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
But yeah, I'm kind of ashamed of it.
Dude, what the hell? Cheese curds and a large strawberry shake?
That's why I'm ashamed. I didn't need to do that much.
He's
I
too
know,
big
I don't know why you
around.
lie to me. It's obvious why. I don't believe you for a second. You keep forgetting. You know what you're doing. You just don't care. You know that
I would
meal
believe
is close to
this is
3,000
true.
calories by itself, Nova.
Jeez, I want some chicken right now, low key. All right, let's finish this up. So I'm kidding.
Let me look at the nutritional facts real quick.
The milkshake alone is 800 calories and full of sugar. You know that.
Holy shit, that's close to 2,000.
Why would you consume that? It's 100% over 2,000. Just the basket and cheese curds is approximately 2,000 calories, and I'm sure you had other food and drinks throughout the day. You're
That's
eating yourself to death.
insane. Oh my god, it's like 600
How are you
pound
gonna
life.
hold
You're
it-
eating yourself to
How are
death.
you going to hold a job down when you can't even stand on your own 2 feet for an extended period of time?
Please censor that word next time.
Like
It's very
what?
sensitive to
A
me.
job?
I'm playing. I mean, Nova's probably watching.
Puppet on a
and
string
he
with
doesn't
the
very much like
4.
that word.
Thank you for the 4 puppet on a string. Was that supposed to have any words in it? One came through earlier and it didn't have words in or like anything in it, but it was supposed to. I don't know if that was a glitch or something or what, but I appreciate the $4.99, fella. We are checking out this stream or this Lord, what am I trying to say? We're checking out this video, but we're getting close to the end here, fellas. We're past the 2-hour mark, and I don't know how much longer I'm going for. So
It just hurts
we
sometimes.
got a little bit longer.
So
Let's keep
when
going.
he can stand, it hurts. Wow.
Again, Nova, if you are watching
He
and this
is.
is all frustrating you, it's not me doing this. This is all you. These are your feelings that you feel, how you think about yourself. If you don't like this, if you don't like people knowing about this, then it's up to you to change. It's not up to everyone else to just allow you to like hide all these little things about yourself, to like act as if you're doing all this improvement when you're not. Like, you know, as humanity as a whole has a duty to like hold you accountable so you don't just rot.
Puppet
So
on a
I mean,
string.
I hope you can minimize your aggression or negative feelings towards me, like to some extent. Because again, I'm not doing this to hurt you, dude. I'm doing this because you're in a bad fucking spot. And if that hasn't become apparent to you yet, like maybe it never will. But
I don't think so.
Be honest with me. Is the reason you don't shower regularly because standing in the shower or the act of washing yourself feels like too much work?
No, that's one of the goals with my counselor. I want to shower more.
Okay. So
then why don't you?
My goal is 3 to 4 times a week if you're curious.
Jeez.
Why are you ordering close to 3K calories of food at night after your mom told you to spend less money and all your friends are telling you to consume healthier foods?
Oh
That's
my
not
goodness.
good, dude. You need to be showering every day.
Oh Lord.
I should be, yeah. After where I reach my current goal, that's my next goal. Thanks for the idea.
What do you mean reach? You don't do anything all day.
Girl,
You have zero
Nova,
excuse
you
not to shower.
lying.
Why do you feel like it's okay to lie and withhold truth from your friends?
You didn't miss anything good. You missed a lot of good stuff, dude.
Just like
the stream's staying up though. It'll be on my
Well, I'm
channel
not lying
later,
to you
so
right now.
you can always go back and check it all
We have
out.
been consistently since I've known you, and you've
Too
lied to
much
me
to
about your eating
list.
habits and hygiene habits multiple times. And the things we just talked about prove it. I'm supposed to be your friend, dude. You shouldn't treat me like this.
I think I know what my problem is.
Yeah, and what's that, Gabriel?
I think it's the fact that it's a habit and I have to break it, and I'm ashamed of the way I live. Are you there?
Obviously not ashamed enough the entire world telling you need to change because the way you live is disgusting, and your response is to lie and let me and your mother down. Do you think the internet has the wrong idea about you? Because the internet thinks you don't shower, you eat unhealthy, you're bad with money, extremely lazy, extremely rude, and I don't see how you could reasonably believe that all of that is false.
Damn.
Do you want to be good? Do you want to prove everyone
He's
wrong
really
and make your
getting him
friends and
right
family
now.
proud? Why do you lower yourself to a level most people would call unhuman?
I don't want to say it's my depression, but I don't know if that's the reason or not.
Anyone who lives like you would be depressed, but instead of fixing it, you keep buying Pokemon packs, spending money frivolously, eating extremely unhealthy, not even showering. How often are you brushing your teeth?
Oh my god.
I'm probably not going to eat anything else the rest of the night.
Which this was sent, what, at almost
At
10
6.
p.m.
Or it's 8, but yeah.
or 8. Okay, it's military time.
Fucking
Yeah.
Pog.
Oh my god.
I
Good
guarantee
job,
he ate
Nova. You
something
ate
else the rest of the
3,000
night.
calories worth of fast food, but you're not going to eat anything else for the rest of the 4 hours of the night. Goodness.
All right. I don't know what you've eaten
That's a
altogether
goal,
today,
isn't
nor
it?
do I have confidence in your ability to follow through, but I hope you make healthy
Okay.
decisions.
Here, once they're done reading these messages, we're gonna switch to some Kirby music, and we're gonna slowly fade the stream out. All right, fellas.
The rest of the night.
Is that like how low the bar really was for him? Like you can't even trust him to not eat even more for the next few hours.
Well, it's like, no, because that big DoorDash thing, if I remember right, that was at like close to midnight that he ordered like 3,000 calories of food. So it's like,
jeez, dude.
Yeah, he totally has it. Like he has the capacity to do that.
Oh god. It's comical but sad.
The rice is all I've eaten today. If I do eat something else today,
He
I'll just
only
have
ate
some
rice.
fruit.
Okay. Then sent a picture of a
Yeah.
half-drank Snapple, which does have quite a bit of sugar. Had this at
Not
the
even
party.
fruit.
Images from a calorie counting app that shows 500 calories worth of chili with cheese and cornbread. That's definitely more than that.
Good work logging it. You didn't have any chips or soda at the party? Any alcohol?
I had a handful of honey barbecue chips and a Mike's Hard, but that's it.
Like Jesus.
So that's an extremely significant amount of calories and sugars.
Yeah,
What's up?
definitely.
Or,
What the hell?
You must have called me. What's up? Give me a sec. I'm busy.
I was just calling to explain what was going on with Mom, but I'll explain it in the Discord. Are you not out of jujitsu yet? Mom wanted me to cook her dinner first, then I'll take a shower.
Dude, you said you'd shower at 5:30. It's been over 3 hours already. Whatever, man.
Just got out of the shower.
Let's go. Now make that TikTok. Show the world you're changing.
I already made it.
Haha, just watched it. Nice. The comments are already looking supportive.
It felt so refreshing.
Nice. Yeah, make sure you say it out loud. The positive
He'll never do it again,
in the
though.
shower, and also the positive benefits that will come. Oh God, come from this new habit. I'm serious. Say them out loud a few times. You need to positively reinforce your behavior, and speech is very powerful. Dude, all the comments are so nice. I'm trying to read them all. I was thinking about that's received. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about getting another popular TikToker on the journey, but I don't know.
So you just ignored the
Another
shower stuff and moved
TikToker?
on. Okay.
Well, I mean, he's saying he wants to get this person on the shower journey.
Oh, okay.
So I
Pardon
say
me.
who? Careful with that.
Kevin Crow, he's an emo TikToker.
So you just like
Why
suggesting
him?
other people to shower.
Kevin Crow.
I don't really know what the fuck is plan. I mean, you'll read the rest of them.
Okay.
He seems like, why him? He seems like a regular dude with decent hygiene.
Because we follow each other on TikTok.
I would not do that.
I
Bruh.
figured he could be motivation.
No, dude, that's odd.
Yeah, that's why I
That's
decided against
odd.
it.
Do whatever you want, but I would advise against it.
Then 3 hours later.
He's still awake?
Yeah, what's up?
Nothing much. Just taking all the comments I received.
What do you think about them?
It's a lot of positivity. I've never seen that much on my page.
Like I said, I know it would be like this. Most people are good.
And the initial video started to go viral.
That's crazy. When do you think you'll post day 2? What time? Hey Nova, I just saw your new video. I wanted to comment on.
Is there a
You know,
cat
a lot
in
of
the
people watch your
background?
old videos and make fun of you and to laugh at you.
Definitely.
So that's something to consider if you're deciding whether or not to post your old drafts.
Okay.
But yeah, this is what I'm talking about though. It's like why I would do it all over again. It's because like I know now that like, you know, I've given him positive reinforcement. He's like seen how people respond when he like moves his life in a positive direction. Like he's gotten excited from the results. He just like doesn't care like past that.
Yeah, it's like a one-time thing, and then he's more comfortable living in his current filth and bad health. Jeez Louise. All right, then we have Nova Scope out. This is
this
it's about
is
Dave
the
and
Dave and
Buster's.
Buster thing.
Right.
Yeah, I think we pretty much talked about it. It's not really worth looking at, I don't think.
All right.
Yeah, those are those.
Mhm.
And really, again, those are just the ones that I thought highlighted the how our relationship kind of functions.
Yeah, for sure. Is there any other screenshots or videos you want me to pull up on screen or a stream?
I think just the ones you have that would probably need to be like censored.
Yeah,
partially.
so I was thinking I'll probably do like a video later on, and
All right, fellas. So we are 2 hours and 25 minutes into the 3-hour stream. I feel like the next live stream I do, or 3-hour video, the next live stream I do, I'm gonna say I will probably finish that video out, and then we'll check out some either his TikToks or maybe like someone was suggesting Tony Chase one of the times. So there's a whole bunch of different things that we can check out at some point in time. But I think we're gonna let the stream fade out and listen to some Kirby music together. Let's start on a chill one. This one's a pretty chill one. Alright, chat. I'll read anything y'all want to say in the last minutes of the stream. Is the video music too loud? Let me know. Just about the mascot. I mean, it's the best copyright-free music I can think to listen to. Honestly. Yeah, good night. Yeah, it was fun, dude. What do y'all think? What should I make the next video about? I was thinking maybe the South Park incident, but video, I don't know. There's not much I can talk about it with for real. Either way, there might be a little special video coming out in between those two though. Well, you'll just have to see. Good night, Wasteland. Good night, Cashews. Have a good one, brother. What's your favorite Kirby transformation? I don't know, dude. There's a guy with the hammer. He runs around with a hammer. Is that real? I didn't play. I played like one of the Kirby games for like the Game Boy. It was pretty cool. Space 5490. Hey, just found out about your channel. Uncle Drew, love your content. Thanks, brother. I appreciate you, bro. I try to do one video a week if I can, so that's always my goal. South Park vid might do numbers but get you demonetized. Yeah, I'm definitely not putting the whole video in it. I don't know, maybe the audio. I've seen the audio going around on TikTok. That's insane. He can't ignore it at this point. There ain't no way. This is some pretty dope music, guys. I'm fucking with it. Oh, one other thing we gotta check out, the Nova files. There's like episode 4, 5, and 6 or some shit that you can get, or that we can watch. It's out already, and I haven't even seen the newest ones, like 5 and 6 or whatever. I haven't even seen them. I have no clue what it is. So we'll have to watch that on stream as well. Ear aids is all you get from hearing it. That's right. With Algebra 2 first thing tomorrow. Good night, Uncle Drew. Good luck with Algebra 2, brother. You can cover it in a secret, cryptic way. That's definitely what I'm probably going to do. Gabe is gay. Gabe is... I don't think he's interested in women, to say the least. That's all I'm saying. I wish the Mario Bros music was like copyright free. I do have a question for anybody that knows it. How do people be using like I'll see these videos that'll go like crazy and people make money off of them, but they're using like Donkey Kong music or something like Nintendo owns, like shit that isn't copyright free. And like, are they just getting copyright struck and not making any money off the video? Or, like, because most of the time that like fucks with your video entirely or anything else. Honestly. Oh, something just happened. I think my mic came disconnected. Do I sound okay? Okay, can y'all hear me? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. It was acting all strange. Oh, I know what's going on. Okay, my headset died, I think. Oh well. Alright, fellas. I don't know why did he put a lot of cook-free music, if you're ever interested. It's called Love and Charlotte's Musical Emporium. Okay, that's pretty cool. I might have to get into that. James, where did you get this information from? You gotta tell me that right now. I think they either slightly change the tempo up or down pitch and or keep it just loud enough to not be picked up. That might be it. Gives like Wii vibes. Yeah, Wii U vibes, definitely. Something like that. He wears it while online? Yeah, where can we fact check this? Where do you figure this out though? Who's his friend Connor? I've never even heard of his friend Connor before. He wears it while online. What does that mean? It's on tape, him telling Connor. Huh. I'll have to look into it. Heard it on a live chat one day. Interesting. Alright, fellas. Well, I think that is about gonna do it for today's stream. We've been on for about 2 hours and 18 minutes. It was a good one, fellas. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. I'm gonna start giving you more heads up, but I will be doing more streams, so just keep an eye out, you know what I mean? So, keep an eye out, and you'll see my streams. I'll be doing them more often. More likely at night, like later at night than early, but I could do them earlier in the morning. You know, like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. or some shit if you really wanted to. But, yeah. Alright, fellas. Y'all be safe. Have a good one. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.